In today's video, I will present you a brand new TradeSmart strategy script, the 5-minute scalping strategy script. This is our first script that is based on candlestick patterns and not solely on indicators. The script is based on this trading strategy video, which has over 2 million views and have been tested and proven to be profitable on many other channels. Besides that, this is the 6th best strategy out of the 62 that has been tested on this channel so far. If you want to check out my backtest of this strategy, click on the pop-up in the top right corner or find the link for the 5-minute scalping strategy down in the description. Hello everyone, I am TradeSmart, let's get right into it. First, I will explain the rules of the strategy, then I will show you the script and some of the more important functions it has. Finally, I will let you know how you can get access to this strategy and start using it right away. The 5-minute scalping strategy only uses 5 different exponential moving averages to execute trades. If we open up the strategy script, you can see and customize the 5 different EMAs on the top. These EMAs are set according to the original strategy. In the original strategy, the first 3 EMA is used on the 5-minute chart and their length are 8, 13 and 21. These numbers are part of the Fibonacci sequence, which is widely respected in all areas of science and finance and can be found in nature also. The last 2 EMAs are used on a higher 1-hour time frame to determine the main trend and their length are 8 and 21. Now let's plot all of the EMAs on the chart and let me explain the entry rules for long and short. For long entry, first we need to have the 1-hour 8 length EMA above the 1-hour 21 length EMA. This confirms that the trend is on our side on the higher time frame. After that, we need to see the 5-minute EMAs to line up in the following order. On the bottom, we need to have the 21 length, in the middle the 13 length and on the top the 8 length EMA. This confirms that the short-term trend is up and also on our side. After all these conditions are met, we are waiting for a candlestick pattern to appear. The pattern is the following. First, we need a candle that is above all of the EMAs and is not touching any of the EMAs. After that, we need a candle that pulls back into any of the 5-minute EMAs and then closes anywhere above the 21 length 5-minute EMA. This is what we call a trigger candle and it's marked with an X by the script. Once we see this candle, we can set up our trade. The entry point will be 3 pips above the highest candle of the last 5 candles. So let's find the highest point. As you can see, this is the highest point, so we will set our entry level 3 pips above it. Now we need a stop loss and a take profit level. The stop loss will be 3 pips below the trigger candle and the take profit will be, in this case, a 1:2 risk to reward ratio. But of course you can set whatever risk to reward ratio you like inside the script. As you can see, this trade was a winner. Now let's see a short example and then I will show you the full script and how you can get access to it. For short, we are looking for the opposite. First, we need to see the 1-hour 8 length EMA to be under the 1-hour 21 length EMA. Then we need to see the 5-minute EMAs lining up in the following order. On the top, we need to have the 21 length, in the middle the 13 length and on the bottom the 8 length. Once all of those EMAs have lined up in the correct order, we need a candle that moves below all of these EMAs and does not touch any of the EMAs. After that, we need a candle that pulls back into any of the 5-minute EMAs and then closes anywhere below the 21 length 5-minute EMA. Once that happens, we have our trigger candle. Finally, we have to set up our entry, stop loss and take profit levels. The entry level will be 3 pips below the lowest point of the last 5 candle. As you can see, this is the lowest point. The stop loss will be 3 pips above the trigger candle and the take profit in this case is a 1:2 risk to reward ratio, and as you can see, this trade was also a successful one. Now I have to mention a few extra rules which we added to eliminate some of the bad entry points and some bugs. The first one is the following. In case of a long position, if any of the candles after the trigger candle closes below the 5-minute 21 length EMA, the whole setup is cancelled as this is considered as a break of the pattern. In case of a short position, the opposite is true. The second extra rule is that the trigger candle, in case of a long position, can't be the highest candle of the last 5 candles, and in case of a short position, can't go lower than the last 5 candles. This rule helps to keep the risk to reward ratio in place. If you like this type of content and want to see more, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. And now, let me show you how you can get access to this script and to our other scripts and then the important functionalities it has. To get access to the 5-minute scalping strategy script, you have to become one of our Smart Trader tier members on Patreon. Once you are a Smart Trader tier member, you will get access to every of our currently available and future scripts, optimizations and to the Discord server. You can use scripts such as the Triple EMA Stochastic RSI, the SSL Wave Trend 7 Indicator Strategy, the MACD CMF script and many others. Besides that, we decided to host a giveaway for this script. So if you want to get a chance to be able to get access to this script for free for 2 months, first, like this video, subscribe and comment your top 3 favorite indicators down in the comment section. The deadline to enter the giveaway is the 1st of July. On the 2nd of July, we will choose a random winner among those who have participated and will contact you by replying to your comment. Good luck, everyone. Okay, and now let's see the script. Once you open up the Scalping strategy script, on the top you can customize the 5 EMAs which we discussed earlier. With the last 2, you can set the time frame which is based on. Under the EMAs, you can set the history candle number lookback. In the strategy, when we get a trigger candle, this is the section where you can set how many candles the strategy should look back for the entry points, aka the highest point in case of a long position and the lowest point in case of a short position. Right under those, David or Coder made it possible to enter into a position inside a candle, not only on the open of the next candle. This is essential for this strategy to have a solid risk-to-reward ratio. Currently, with the intra-candle entry enabled, we have a 200% net profit on Bitcoin USDT chart, but if I turn this function off, the strategy only enters into a position on the next candle open, and as a result, the total net profit has decreased from 200 to around 50%, which is a huge difference. In the next section, you can set the exit strategy or the take profit and stop loss levels. In this script, we added an extra function, the trigger candle based stop loss, to be able to replicate the original strategy. So, if you want to set your stop loss below or above the trigger candle, just like in the original strategy, you can set up that here. Under it, you can set a regular ATR based stop loss, which is my personal favorite. You can also choose to use a swing low swing high based stop loss by using the candle low high based stop loss. Here, with the candle lookback, you can set how many candles should the strategy check for the lowest point in case of a long position or for the highest point in case of a short position. You can also use a percentage based stop loss and a pip based stop loss. Under all these stop loss options, you can set the base risk multiplier. So let's say if you set a 1% based stop loss and the base risk value is also 1, then the stop loss is going to be 1% away from the entry. But if the base risk multiplier is 2, then the stop loss will be a 2 times 1%, so a 2% distance. If your base risk is 1 and your risk to reward ratio is 2, then the stop loss will be 1% distance from the entry point and the take profit will be a 2% distance from the entry point, giving you a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Under the basic exit strategy setup, you can find the trailing stop loss section. With this script, this is one of the most important sections as this strategy can catch rapid and big movements which can go further than your initial take profit level. So I recommend you play around with this. Here you can decide to use trailing stop loss starting from the beginning, or you can do partial exiting. Let's say you set the first take profit to 2 times ATR distance and you choose a partial exiting with 50%. Once the first take profit level is reached, the strategy will close off 50% of the position, locking in some profits, and it will let the rest ride until the trailing stop loss gets hit. Currently you can choose from 3 different trailing stop loss types, the EMA, the SSL and the ATR, which is basically the super trend trading stop loss. We want to expand this selection with many other trailing stop loss types, so if you have any good trailing stop loss recommendations, feel free to let me know down in the comment section. Here we have one more great option, which is to move the stop loss to break even after a set value of percentage or number of pips is reached. In the next section you can set up your position sizing and allow different positions. You can allow only long or only short positions or both. Besides that, you can allow to enter on all trades or to only have one active position at a time. You can also set not to enter trades when the commission is higher than the set percentage of the estimated profit. Moving on, we have our filters. First, we have a regular trend filter with different moving averages. Then we have an RSI limiter, which allows you to avoid oversold and overbought areas. We also have a momentum filter, a Keltner channel, and the Bollinger Bands limiter, an ADX limiter, which is one of my go-to filters. Continuing the list, you can find an abnormal movement detector, which can detect manipulations and turning points in price. I have already discussed most of these functions in the previous script release videos, so if you want to learn more about them, just click on the playlist of our script release videos in the top right corner or find the playlist down in the description. After the filters, you can find the time, date and sessions limiter. Here you can limit to only trade in any of the big trading sessions, or you can limit to let the strategy trade on certain days of the week or certain hours. And on the bottom you can set up this script and all of our other scripts as a live trading bot with 3 commas or with Wonder Trading. And finally, here are some results I achieved after optimizing this script. You can find these optimizations in our Discord chat. As you can see, our scripts are very complex, giving you freedom of choice to create the perfect strategy for yourself, which fits your trading style. Here is a summary of all of the functionalities and options this script currently has. If you want to try out our strategy scripts and tools, visit our Patreon page and become one of our supporters to get access to premium scripts, optimizations and to the Discord server. I also have to mention that this is not the final version of this strategy script, as we are currently working on adding a lot more essential tools and filters like dollar cost averaging, volume filtering, and so on. We will roll out the update in around mid-July, so stay tuned for that. And that wraps up today's video. What are your thoughts on this script? What strategy should we code next? Let us know down in the comment section. As always, thank you all for watching, have an amazing day, and see you in the next video.